Hello students, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to study about Ammensalism. Now see, have you ever observed कि organism harming another organism without even trying? You can imagine in this diagram, we can see here fungus is growing, and what it is doing, it is not allowing the nearby bacteria to grow. Or you can imagine a huge tree is standing peacefully, but it is not allowing small plants to survive. Is it competition or is it predation? So this interaction is neither competition, neither it is predation. We call it as Ammensalism, in which you can say it is a nature's accidental chemical warfare. So we are trying to understand this concept by taking two examples, one at the microscopic level with respect to the fungus and bacteria, another on the large scale in the tall trees. Now see, first of all, understand what does this definition means. Ammensalism means it is an interaction where one species is harmed. This, let us assume, suppose example B, it is harmed, while other species is neither benefited nor harmed, means it is neutral. No benefit, no harm, but second species is getting harm. We say this interaction as an ammensalism. Is it clear? So we can say it is a process in which one organism is suppressing or destroying another just by producing its natural chemical byproduct. It is not intently doing any damage to the another species. It is without any intention the damage is done. Now try to understand it. We will take one example of the Penicillium and bacteria. Understand this is a Penicillium fungus. Okay, this is a Penicillium fungus. Please focus it carefully. This is Penicillium fungus. Check. It is growing in the petri dish, and normally this fungus will produce one chemical that is known as penicillin. It is a normal production. It is doing the chemical production that is known as penicillin. It is not purposely releasing this chemical, it is naturally. Now this antibiotic slowly it is diffusing in the surrounding. It is diffusing in the surrounding medium. And as a result, the bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, what it is doing, this bacteria is not able to survive. So it is harming the bacteria population. Bacteria growth is disturbed. Their growth is not able to occur, or you can say they are not able to survive because of this chemical which is coming from this fungus. And you will see around this, you will find this area is known as clear zone. This is clear zone. Clear? You can see around this fungus, this is a clear zone, also known as zone of inhibition, because in this area bacteria cannot grow. So this is known as zone of inhibition. And fungus is unaffected. You can understand one more diagram, try to understand. See here, mold is naturally producing an antibiotic penicillin. Naturally it is producing, and this chemical is then diffusing. Clear? This chemical is then diffusing, and because of this it is diffusing outward into the surrounding medium. So as a result, bacteria Staphylococcus aureus is not able to survive. It is dying. You can see here this area, bacteria population is not able to survive. So this area is properly, you can see it is a zone of inhibition. Highly concentrated, invisible areas where bacteria population cannot survive and only fungus is growing, and it is unaffected by extinction it is creating, because it is not doing intentionally, it is unintentionally the work is done because of its natural chemical release. Now let us take another example from the forest. Okay, let us take another example from the forest. You can see here, this is one big tree. Okay, just like you can say black walnut tree species is there. So this is a black walnut tree, and what it is releasing one chemical, and that chemical is known as Juglone. This chemical it is releasing. This chemical you can see in the diagram, this chemical is being released. Clear? Now what it is doing, nearby herbs and seedlings are not able to grow properly. They are becoming weak, some will wilt and some may even die also. The more close they are, their concentration of Juglone is very high. So you can see here the concentration of juglone is very high. So it is making the stunted growth. Growth can be stunted, you can see. Okay, or you can see it is going further, making the seedling dead. So more close they are, more chemical is released, and this process is known as allelopathy also, because they are not allowing the nearby plants to grow. Okay, so this process is also known as allelopathy, means Ammensalism only, but it is also known as allelopathy. So you can see here, close to the trunk, obviously highest jugulant concentration, seedling are dying. Slowly away, then obviously you can see little bit problem is there. But more away, then only they are able to survive and they are showing the stunted growth. So this is the one they are, you can see Ammensalism is working. As the distance is increasing, concentration of juglone is decreasing, so harmful effect will become less, and the tree is actually, if you see in this all this thing, you are observing tree is not trying to kill the nearby plant. It is simple releasing its chemical. So we can see here plant, tall trees, that walnut, which is releasing this chemical, is neither having any profit, no loss, but nearby plants are at the loss. Now let us compare it. See here, we have studied one example in the Petri plate, that is of the microscopic example of the fungus and bacteria. Fungus Penicillium and bacteria Staphylococcus. It is zero with no profit, no loss, but Staphylococcus is in the loss. Which chemical? Chemical is penicillin. How it is released? It is released by diffusion method, and you will see zone of inhibition is made. But in the tall trees example, if you see, that is black walnut tree, example is Juglone nigra. It is actually creating a problem to the herbaceous plants, releasing a chemical that is known as juglone. So now focus one more term. This penicillin is known as antibiotic. The penicillin which was released was known as antibiotic, but this is allelopathic chemical, and it is released from the root, and it is not killing it generally, but is making the stunted growth. Okay, so you can see here carefully. Quick revision. Ammensalism is represented by +0. One organ is inhibited, another organ is neither affected, no profit, no loss, only one organ is at loss. First example we have studied of fungus with bacteria. Second example we have studied black walnut tree, which is releasing a chemical not allowing nearby plant to grow.